Hello.
Hello, Mynoo.
Hello, hello.
Hi, Mynoo.
Yes. Hi. Let me.
Also listening too. It's a long time.
Okay. So we have a big storm going on here in Delhi today. And so we've had a lot of electricity outage. And I expect that everything is going to turn out perfectly fine. But just in case that happens, then I'm also going to log in on my phone right now. Okay. So just bear with me.
Mynoo, make me co-host, please.
Yes, Anushree. Anushree, I'm actually going to make you host, and I'm going to
Okay,
log in on my phone just in case the electricity goes out.
sure,
Then you make me co-host.
sure.
So you can all hear me?
It's going along.
Okay. You can all. No. Shoot. How do I do this? Is
Mynoo,
that better?
actually, yeah, it's better. Actually, your two devices were at the same place.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they are, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If you can just remove the AI out and just remove the AI, that would be great.
The two of your Zooms are same name, like Mynoo INC, Mynoo Maryel. Sorry,
Um,
Miracles INC, Mynoo Maryel.
that's okay. That's okay. It's only a safeguard just in case the lights go out, then I can still use
Okay,
my.
okay. Okay, Mynoo, suddenly an earthquake happened here
Okay.
for a fraction of a second. Just no problem, no problem. It's very light, I guess. No problem. Yeah, I just I just scared for fraction of second and then I okay.
I'm just putting some Palo Santo around us. Okay, let's begin. So we have a little experiment that we are doing at 7:30 with an Instagram live Ask Me Anything. So, do go and join me there as well. Okay.
How do we do that, Mynoo?
Do you have an Instagram account?
I don't. Mm-mm.
Okay. Yeah, you'll need an Instagram account. I think maybe Justin, you might be able to help Lee.
Yeah, you can probably create an Instagram account using your Facebook account, but regardless, you could create one. And if you go follow Mynoo, maybe Anushree, you can put the link to
Mynoo
Mynoo's
Maryel. Yeah, we'll send you the
Instagram.
link.
Yeah, maybe put it in the chat here.
Yes. Okay.
And what will we still be doing beyond meditation today at the usual?
We'll see how that Instagram live goes. So it may be a little bit later than 8, but I'll keep you posted on it. Okay, my intention is that the live is a nice happening live for half an hour, and I do the beyond meditation straight after. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so let's begin our questions. So Mynoo, would you like to ask your question? You have sent it. You'll need to unmute. Okay, she's not responding. So Asha ji, I can see that there is a
Yeah,
question in the chat.
yeah.
Yes. Okay, so Anushri not spotlighted us.
Yeah, I have spotlighted you, Mynoo.
Okay,
I have spotlighted you and Asaji both.
okay. Okay, yes, Asha ji, your question. You need to unmute, Asha ji.
I'm unmute.
Yes, yes. So go ahead, you're saying,
My friend is going to Bali, so I thought of you.
yeah,
She's going first time.
okay.
What do you suggest?
Um,
My friend comes to Dharampur every week. She has a house also. He's very much in spirituality. So whatever you can suggest for them.
yeah, so I will send you some options. I mean, how is she someone who can walk to waterfalls, like which will
Yeah.
be a little bit unstable walking in the sense that you're going down steps and rocks and stuff. Then there are some very powerful, very potent waterfalls in Bali. There's also the whole trek to a live volcano, which is actually very, very special. But it takes some effort to walk up to it. And you begin your walk at 1:30 at night so that you can get there by before sunrise. And then you walk back from there because it gets very hot. The lava rock is black. So it actually becomes extremely hot coming back. So you have to actually come back, like just after sunrise. So is she capable of doing that? Then Mount Batur trek is a good one.
You will
The
send me
waterfall,
in writing?
yeah, I can. What waterfalls I'll send you? I'll send you an easier one and a really magnificent one, which is a little bit more complex. Then there are particular temples that have got very special energies that I can also share. So we can experience that. Okay. How long is she going there for? And where is she staying?
I don't know. I'll ask him. Tomorrow I'll call him. I met him in Dharampur, so he told me. My second question, about that positive vibes. When I started doing morning, it was very, very upsetting for me. Means I was sitting for dhyan, meditation, but my body was not, accepting anything, and body was tired, not the mind. Mind mein to chalta tha, lekin thoughts were not that much. I was very much with myself. Then I started doing bhakti. I thought at present, if I cannot concentrate within me, I better take go to lotus feet of Paramatma and let me just be with, just do all the bhakti that I can do with him, chat with him. And that helped me a lot. So automatically come to level because we are the same. He is there, I am here, but we are the same. So help me. And then my mind was very quiet, but I was very tired. I did not like to take my bath or nothing. Then after 9:30, I had my bath. Then I did my satsang. And since then, I'm very much happy inside. As if I have been able to win a race. It's like I was losing. I was falling down and I got up and I could do whatever I wanted to do. So that inner happiness, inner joy is different. Now does this affect the other person?
Yeah.
Does it
So,
affect?
So we are, you probably heard me say in some of the meditations, like we are holographically connected to so many people. And there are different layers of holographic connection. Then there is a holographic connection, which is very physical, physically connected to people that are close to us, that we consciously interact with physically connected to people we might have met in our various soul journeys. So whatever occurs with us, depending on the depth of connection, they are impacted by how we feel. Now, there is we also make soul agreements, and we don't necessarily meet everyone that we made soul agreements with until we are ready to meet them, right? So we make choices as we go about our life, and we make soul agreements. And depending on those choices, we are ready to embark, and it's time for the next soulmate to be in our field. Now, we may or may not meet all the ones that we've made our soul agreements to, but the connection is there. So when we experience a vibe which has intensity that affects your sensory organs, that is where you start impacting those that you have the soul agreements with, those that you may be indirectly connected with.
How do I know? How do I know you are attracted to that person?
You will know. I mean, just think about your life, right? It's not that you haven't planned to meet everyone that you met, and yet some people show up and you develop a closer bond with them. I mean, think about you and me. Somebody, a common contact introduced us, and we have a very deep connection, you and I, even more so than I have with the common contact, or perhaps even you have with a common contact. And yet she saw that there was something there for us to meet. So at a soul level, there is some recognition that takes place. So the positive and the clearer you are, so when I talk about the unblocking your chakras, or really doing the beyond meditation, where there is a harmonization of your human form and your soul presence, you become clearer and clearer of a channel. So your holographic connection, your holographic ability to influence and impact expands beyond your field. And then it can expand even more. Now, when you take a flight, and the moment you go above 33,000 feet above, it's like many of the blockages that may be there below that level, like disappear. So whatever it is that you're vibing actually spreads even more. And that's one of the reasons why when I fly, it becomes my meditation chamber. Because I know what's going to happen when I'm above, say, 33,000 feet. So I may as well just spread love, kindness, and compassion, and foundationed on the human vibe attunement. Because I understand that it affects everyone. A very good indication of this is when you're working with animals or even little children. If you're agitated, the child automatically is agitated. You may be playing and laughing and all of that, but when there's a pretense, the child, the moment it sets into frustration, it can't let go of it. But it's a reflection of you. The animal that shows it very clearly and very assertively is a horse. If you are out, if you're not in the space of your truth, or you're faking positivity, but you're not in a space of your truth, the horse will be so agitated. And it's such a huge animal. It was quite an experience for me to be close to a horse the first time I met one. And he was running around in an area, like really running. Because there were two brothers, and the two brothers one was bought by a friend of mine, another one was bought by somebody else. So my friend's horse was in this horse stables, and the other one was being taken out. So this one was obviously sensing something and was running like crazy. And they told all of us, including my friend, don't even go there. Just let him, get to his center. And I'd come to see her. This was in Australia. And I'm talking to her. I may have a photo of that. And, the horse just settled. And it just came to me and just put his head sort of around here. And then he started walking, and then she was able to go in and just walk with the horse. And she decided not to But she decided to buy the brother from this other person who had bought it, just so that the two brothers stayed together. But a horse shows it very clearly, exactly what you're asking.
You know, I shared something when I was 5 years or 4 years old. My father got a horse for me. He
Oh.
presented me horse. His name was Ratan. And I have all the photographs with that horse. Then just a near Chopati, he slipped. So he died on that day. But I really distinctly remember with that horse. So some connection must be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing thing. Yeah.
Good question.
Yeah. And you suggested to go for beyond meditation synchronization. You told me. So I went. I saw did 3. I can't find the other electromagnet, water and heat, and one was gravity.
Okay.
So it doesn't come in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that. And
it
everywhere
will,
synchronization is not written.
Yeah, it needs to be written.
Mynoo, all are on YouTube. Like there is another playlist.
Yes,
you
it
need
is
to,
YouTube,
you
but the
just need
heading
to,
is not there.
the heading is not there. That's why it's confusing, Anushri. So
Like
you need,
illumination, there are heading illumination 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you know that you do that series.
yeah, the synchronization may 1, 2, 1, 2, 7 should be there.
Yeah, I should be there. It should be there because it is connected with the chakras.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I felt when I was doing it.
Yeah, it's very powerful stuff. So Anushri, we need to look at that.
Yes, I need to number it. Okay, I will do that.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Anushri.
Just on, you may just want, because you've done these, you may just want to support Anushri in that, to choose the correct one with the correct description.
Yeah. That would be great.
Okay. Thank you for bringing this up.
When are you coming to Bombay? But
I am going to be in Bombay on the 17th, but maybe a little bit earlier. Not that there isn't that much time. So I'm coming to Bombay on the 13th for a couple of days, then on the 17th for a few days, for a day, like that. So let's see.
so you let me know, please. I
Yeah.
want to meet you wherever you are.
Yes.
Any
Okay.
part of Bombay. Yeah?
Okay. Okay.
I want to spend some time, more time, not 1 or 2 hours.
Yeah.
Wherever you are, I'll come with you.
Thank you. Okay, Lee has, yes. Hi.
Yes, I have a couple of questions, Mynoo. First, I was curious about, I've been doing the shutting the lights off and just using the salt lamps, and sometimes I don't get to the whole 2 hours before I go to bed. It just kind of depends on what my life requires, so, but at least an hour, hour and a half most nights. And I was just wondering, how long, is that just a habit one should do or something ongoing, or is there
It's meant to be an ongoing thing. So, just an ongoing thing. And, you don't have to become overly regimental or rigid about it, but regimental is okay. Don't just become rigid about it. You're also sleeping on the earthing mat. So that also is making a huge amount of difference. And if you're not sleeping on the earthing mat, then I would say just really, please do follow it. So when I'm traveling, I don't have my earthing mat yet. Justin is going to bring it with him next week. But so when I'm not with the earthing mat, I am actually really regimental about it. Okay. Now there are times where, so I have actually stopped all late night calls unless it is absolutely urgent, right? Just to give me this space. And there are times where there have been some preset calls that are there. And if I still go to bed early, I don't now stay up till very late anymore.
Mhm.
So that's
Yeah.
the key.
Great.
Yeah.
So,
Can you
so the
explain the earthing bed?
the
It's
bedtime.
it's a mattress. I think you will be able to get one from India, I feel, because you're not that high. You can actually, and you have a lot of trees around, so you can connect the earthing wire to a tree
Yeah.
to ground you.
Mm. Okay.
I can send you the link to the Indian version. It's just it's
Please.
difficult
Yeah.
for me to do here.
Okay. Let me
So,
know. Because from
Lee
Amazon also I can get.
Lee discovered one in the US. So depending on how I'm able to set it up here, then I will very proactively recommend it to people in India. I'm just very conscious of the voltage difference in the US and here.
Yeah.
So
But I can get it from UK or London also. I can get from London.
yeah, we don't know if it's available in London right now. This particular product is a US product.
Mhm.
Okay.
So I'm getting one with a UK adapter accessory, I expect. So I think it should be okay. We'll see.
Let me know, please. Yeah.
And I have a mat under my feet, like when I'm sitting at my computer and working at my
Yeah.
computer, then I have my feet on it too, which is really
Yeah, it's
wonderful.
really great. Yeah.
I've noticed sort of a really sort of a calming kind of effect.
Yeah, it's immediately it just takes any sort of thing that any currents that take you out from your center, it just
Mhm.
grounds.
Yeah, it's really been wonderful. And I also have these things that I can put on if I have a pain somewhere. I can put it on and plug it in, and it sends the grounding right to an area. Yeah, so I got some of those as well.
Yeah,
So
great.
I do have another question. I have decided that I'm going to do the radiation, the mild radiation treatments for the acoustic neuroma. It's beginning to affect my balance, and I did find out that it just grew slightly. It's not, it's not a malignant growth. And I just decided I need to have it stop growing because, and I've been trying to do the work, not trying, I'm sorry. I've been doing whatever work I can as I can, trying is so trying. Yeah, so, but
Okay.
I feel like I need to do this so that I don't have, some effects that are really gonna make my life difficult.
So
And
what I
so-
would like to suggest to you, Lee, is just own your decision fully.
Yeah.
So ask yourself, if you didn't need to do it, and if you didn't have to do it, would you, given where you're at, would you choose to do it? And if your answer is yes, then you stop saying I need to, you just say I choose to.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay? And it's a very different vibe. A need to vibe or loads that organ. And it can't then return to its originating space to recuperate fast.
Mhm.
Okay. So just ask that question, and if the answer is yes, you go ahead and do it. Message me before you do it, then I'll prepare your body so you get the benefit and no damage.
I'm actually doing it. There's 5 different sessions. My first one is tomorrow.
Okay, I'll work on your body then.
Thank you so much. And it's at around 12:30 Mountain Time tomorrow.
It's okay. I'll prepare you before that.
And then next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, right about the same time. So they're doing, instead of one big session, for an hour plus, they're doing it in 5 sessions, which apparently makes the side effects a little less and it can be more effective.
Okay. Keep me posted, and always remember, whatever you're feeling, vast majority of your 124 trillion cells are actually in their innate vibe of love, and you can work with that team.
And I have been using that a lot. And I was thinking that I should, really ask my guides and guardian angels and everyone to be there and support the physician, support me.
Yeah.
And I'm just wondering if there's anything else. And they asked me, oh, do you want a podcast or some music on? And I said, no, it's only like about 20 minutes is the actual treatment time.
Yeah.
In these shorter ones. And so I said, no, I just want to be present. I don't want any distractions. I just want to be present in my body and just, so.
And you can certainly do the human vibe attunement, the phrase, and 3 times or 5 times, and then see where you go.
Right.
Keep me posted.
Yes, I will. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Mynoo, I just checked in Google. They have this mat.
Okay.
It costs about 4,000 or something in India.
Okay.
You just check whether it is right or not right.
Okay. Just send me. Yeah.
It helps in sleeping.
Hello, Meenaji.
Yes, sir. Hello, Mynoo. As I was logging in for this Ask Me Anything question, all of a sudden I found out there was very little rain in Gurgaon. And again, my basement started flooding and the servant quarter. And I got all the repairs done. I changed the sump pump, everything I did, and it was doing good for 1.5 months, 45 days. And today again it happened. So I'm taking by a surprise and shock, and money part also I'm concerned. So what could be the reason? I mean, I spent money, yes, and I was thinking the problem got resolved, and it was sump pump related, and I got a brand new sump pump installed in the basement. And after 45 days, and since it's evening time here, the guy, I don't know if he can come today or by tomorrow, I have to wait. So I don't know why it's happening. Like I'm taking care, taking good actions, and still it's throwing me off emotionally and financially. So can you guide me, please?
Yeah. So water is always when any situations occur with water, they tend to be linked to flow of prosperity. And so it's as if, so one thing I'm seeing is there's some sort of bleed going on somewhere in your in how you're choosing to live your life. Somewhere where there's like a leaking tap, which is like some money is being wasted continually. But this is more like in your face. So just have a look at where that might be. That certain choices and decisions have been made, which is causing this continuous flow out of cash. The other thing, because I'm talking about prosperity, not just money here, and water is always related to prosperity. I'm also picking up
Like the power's out. Yeah. Oof.
will continue. I'm also picking up that there is some form of stagnation. You're hoarding stuff, which really smells bad. It doesn't need to be there. You need to get rid of it. There's a lot of stagnation still there.
Okay.
So,
okay, I get it. Yeah.
Have a look at that. That is so this water flooding. I mean, okay, there's some repair that also is again bleeding money, right? But remove the stagnation. But that is your property is loaded with stagnant energy. You've got stuff that is hoarded there, which from a sensory energetic point of view smells bad, requires to be removed.
I
Okay.
get it. Yeah,
So,
it's there and I need to take care. Yes, I'll do it.
So take care of that. You need to just remove all the loads.
Okay. Okay. But is it something coming from the outside my house? There is a thin wall. It's coming from there. We cannot locate we know water is coming from one point, but from where it is coming, it's very difficult to find out.
I'm also picking up there's some error in the way your house was not protected for this when it was built at a foundation level. That is very difficult to address. So it's as if it is always more moist than it needs to be. in the basement area. And so as a result, when something like this happens, most houses won't be affected, but because yours is already.
Yeah, it is happening to my brother's house also next door. Maybe it's a structural problem by the builders or something. But he did some green harvest water thing, something which did not actually work, just to accumulate the rainwater and then use it. There was some technical fault which we did not understand. They did not give us the layout and all. So could be related to water harvesting system that he has installed and we are not aware of that.
It's not to do with that. I think it's some architectural thing. You need to perhaps talk to the builders. It's not something that they weren't aware of, but it wasn't a problem that was going to occur immediately. It would occur, many years down the line. So they didn't bother about it, but it's affecting you guys.
Yeah. It wasn't this bad. Like all of a sudden, in 3 months, it came 2-3 times. So I'm taken by a shock and surprise. So I'm asking for your energetic healing. So we don't have to go through big.
Energetically, you remove the stagnation,
I'll
but
do
find out about the structural issue. Maybe from another architect or somebody who understands structural issues.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
And then you had messaged me a question which you may want to ask about your friends. Yeah. Okay, you'll ask later. Okay, Anushree, we go to the next person.
Sure, Mynoo. Once. Vikas ji, can you just turn on your camera so that I can spotlight you?
My camera is switched on.
Okay, I got it.
Hi, Mynoo.
Hello.
So I have a quick question. For the past 3 years, my career has not been that great, and it's giving me a lot of anxiety of late. So at times, I keep on thinking, should I start something of my own rather than looking out for another employment, or just guide me? What should I do? Because it's giving me anxiety of late. For the past 1 month, I think it has been extremely terrible.
Okay.
So your help would be, your guidance would be.
Okay. So what I'm seeing, Vikas, is, sorry, the electricity has come back on. So yeah. What I'm picking up, Vikas, is, it's been a time for change for you for a while. It's not the profession, it really is the job itself. So you don't have to go and do something for yourself. It is the job itself where there is a massive clash of vibrations. You're someone who is, just as an energetic level, you're quite a free-spirited person, and you really thrive when there's a lightness of being. But even when you think about going to work, it's like a heaviness sets in. So by the time you get there, then that heaviness starts to become a burden, and it dramatically impacts your ability to respond. And you become reactive, and you actually don't like being reactive. You like to actually really, and you're very good when you respond. Reactive, you make mistakes, and there's a rush energy, and then you get, reprimanded for having made the mistake. And it all like just layers. So it is, there's just a clash of vibrations in this job itself, not the profession. So you don't have to give up all of that and start something afresh. Timing-wise, it's not the best time for you to do that. At some point in your life, you will. But certainly for the next 2.5 years, you will actually thrive, and there's much to learn for you from a job. So you don't have to rush and do something just because of this anxiety. Just shift. You can look for another job and change it. That will be good.
All right.
Right. And remember, we all always have a miracle lens with which we can look at the world all the time. And the miracle lens is most effective when you actually acknowledge what's going on and how you feel about it, and then unconditionally accept what is, and then use your miracle lens to show you at the same time as this is happening, what's there that is actually making my heart sing. Because your heart is beating. So that is a song of the heart.
Yeah.
So then you start, really acknowledging that as well, whilst making choices that keep you or bring you back into a lightness of being. Okay. And the question that I said, I think, to Lee, which is, if I didn't need to, if I didn't have to, would I choose to do this? That's an important question for you.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So-
Anyone, yes, wants to ask any question?
Okay, if not, then I wanted to check in with Sonia. If you're there and you can be on video. Okay. So
I'm here, but I'm in a dark room. Hello, great to see you.
Hi.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to check in with you. I think last time we spoke and we had a conversation about some issues that you were flagging up. Just want to check in with you where you're at.
Yeah, I've just been traveling for a little bit, and I just going through a period of some fatigue, and still feel like I haven't committed to a particular direction yet.
Okay.
Yeah, but I appreciate all your advice you gave before. Yeah.
So Sonia, the fatigue is also physiological, actually. Just seeing some of the remnants of your COVID infection sort of like surfacing again at a cellular level. So do lots of grounding, Sonia, of this fatigue. Okay, I mean, there's a cellular memory that this particular type of COVID is that many of us have experienced. There's a peculiar type of fatigue cellular memory that gets left behind. And when you experience it, the moment you experience it, just literally grounded by walking bare feet on the grass, or, using the zero volt earthing mattress, or if you don't have the magnetic insoles, get in touch with Gina and see if she has some that she can let you buy from her. Stand on the magnetic insole, something like that. Just nip it in the bud, because it's a particular type of it's a highly regenerative cellular memory that requires to be taken out of our system.
Okay, great. I'm so glad you asked. That could make a big difference.
Yeah, because it just is physiological, nothing else.
And for how long should I do this?
You will
as in
see,
walking on grass? Or
it doesn't need to be that much, maybe 10 minutes, 3-4 times a day.
Okay.
Doesn't need to be that much. And we have many lovely walking places which don't use any, contamination in the form of pesticides in London. Certainly Hampstead Heath has got lots of wonderful places to walk on the ground, which are not sprayed with anything. and you'll find your own places. Just be mindful that you're not walking on pesticide-ridden grass. That's it.
Okay, I'm hoping my garden, it's a communal garden, is not full of pesticide. I can ask the gardener.
Yeah, just ask.
Yeah, oh, wonderful.
Sometimes when you ask them, does it have pesticides? So no, it doesn't. And then you realize that they're using a lot of chemical,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not pesticide. So just ask, just probe into it a little bit. And, even if once a week, let's say you go to Hampstead Heath, or twice a week you go to Hampstead Heath, or somewhere like that, St. James Park also is quite good in that way.
Okay, great.
Okay. The main thing is really block it as it is physiological and nothing else. The beyond meditation, the circadian synchronization is something else that will really benefit you.
Yeah, I'll find those sessions. Yeah, great.
Great. I'll take one more question now, and then the next series of questions I'll do online. So yes, Clytie.
Hey,
good morning, Mynoo.
Sorry?
I've asked one on chat.
Okay. Yes, Clytie.
Okay, hi, Mynoo. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, this is actually very spontaneous because I wasn't intending to join today, but definitely going through a lot actually since the last time I connected with you here on every level. And I had this very intense kind of, I literally just feel like I came out of this super intense dream time where I was literally, it was sort of like going towards, literally within my, sight, going towards almost like just the supreme light, like the Holy Grail, right? Was like right in front of me. And then I literally, it was like Alice in Wonderland. I went like down this, like into this like dark, like tunnel, like not tunnel, like, what do you call, like a drop, right? Like a chute. And I was like literally from that moment to this. And then I was just like, I was going down, I was going, oh no, just please lift me up. And then all of a sudden it was like, the way that ended was not, it was almost like it just, there was like this release, like it was just like a pop, like I popped right out of there, but I couldn't even explain how or why or anything. It was just, anyway, I felt extremely revealing. I just wondered if you had insight on that. And I've been really, I feel like I've been really honing, my mission and what I'm here to do, especially after that beautiful personalized session you gave us. It just, it's just been up for me this whole time period.
Yeah.
So
it is a time of enticing illuminations for you, and dream states are accentuated for everyone should we choose to allow ourselves to connect with those. So enticing illuminations was a journey that you've gone through. I experienced this, in a really bizarre place. I didn't even know anything what the Holy Grail or anything like that was. And I was leading, and I wasn't really spiritually awakened or anything like that either. But I was in Edinburgh doing a leadership program and a boardroom leadership exchange, the Royal Bank of Scotland. And I had this dream, which was a little bit like this. I saw this light, and it was like such a huge light. And I started following it. And very soon I was in the center of this light. And it started taking me somewhere. And then I woke up, right? Next day I wake up and I'm going to lead this session. And I do it because I was prepared for it. Normally, I would really be very generative about my session. And here, that light experience was such that I just couldn't think of anything else. It felt like it was incomplete, and I was like somehow woken up before time. And I was then guided to go into underground dungeons of Edinburgh. Which I did actually. That evening, they do this tour sometimes in Edinburgh of these dungeons. So I did do the tour. Nothing happened. And I just felt a lot of darkness. But then what I kept hearing was, you're following the path of the Holy Grail. Fast forward many years later, when Dan Brown's Holy Grail book comes out, and now I'm in the middle of my spiritual awakenings and stuff, I was able to connect the dots that it was a way in which an internal synchronization was taking place within me of the deep dark and this powerful illumination. And the yin and the yang was balanced that day. And so because it had like really lifted me to this level of euphoria, I was guided to go down to the dungeons of Edinburgh and experience lots of low energies, but it didn't put me out. It just synchronized that. Some form of a mutual respect got developed for both sides to coexist. And simply it's not mine to do anymore. Now, in your case, it's you do get there into this space with bhakti, and it's become a how that is the way you do it. What you're being shown is, if you just actually simply allow, it will still emerge and happen. Okay. Your voice still remains your access. Like literally, it's the key. The door opens automatically, and you always come out the right sliding door into the light.
Okay. Jay. Okay.
So thank you for showing up in this phenomenon.
Yes.
You're all like really washed in this wonderful illumination. Thank you for that. And for those of you who are going to join me on Instagram Live, I will see you all in a few minutes. And I'm going to log out now. Just Don, you can support Lee to get onto Instagram. I'm sure it'll be quite straightforward to do. And I'll see you all shortly. Thank you.
Thank you.
Please share your Instagram link with us also on Beyond Meditation group.
Yes. You've done that?
That would be easier for them.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.